After the exhausting passage through Sen's fortress, you finally reach the top. There awaits you God's final challenge, Iron Golem. For me, this is one of the coolest fights. First of all, his design visually stands out from the other bosses you've encountered so far. I'm not only talking about his size, sure, he is enormous, but what really sets him apart from previous encounters is his human-like appearance. He is almost noble in the way he swings his axe, but maybe mechanical would be a better word. He was created by the gods to guard the passage to the Analysed. They used ancient dragon bones to create Golem's core. This core animates the iron armor. Basically all bosses so far have been demons or other monstrosities. Iron Golem foreshadows the change in tone for the second act of Dark Souls 1, an upcoming venture into the city of gods, Analysed. But first, player must defeat Iron Golem. When you pass the fog wall, the Iron Golem is waiting at you at the end of arena. The view from the top is marvelous, but you don't have time to appreciate it. He doesn't care for the distance and swings his axe at you, sending an air projectile. Thankfully, the rubble in the middle of the arena will, more often than not, stop the incoming projectile. Maybe that was intentional. Like the enemies in Bioshock whose first shots always miss, this projectile is more for the spectacle, for creating the feeling of an epic threat. An enemy that doesn't wait till you come to him. He attacks straight away. Well, those are only my speculations, and also I think the legend about Bioshock's enemies turned out to be fake, but I'm not sure about that. Anyways, the arena. It is spacious, it has impressive view, and most importantly, it has edges that you can fall off from, but so can Iron Golem. Similar to couple other bosses, namely Fool's Idol and Gaping Dragon, there is an enemy outside the boss arena that can interfere with the fight. One of the giants that opened the fortress gate starts throwing massive boulders at you as soon as you enter the fog wall. This is one of my favorite design trends in FromSoft Souls games, because it further connects the boss fight with the preceding level. In one of the previous episodes, one about man-eaters, I described how boss fights serve as an exam at the end of the level. Enemies that have an impact on the encounter from the outside of the arena are kinda like that. Kinda. They help to tie together levels and boss fights, making the overall experience more cohesive, more natural. They also reward exploration. If you've just run through the Sen's fortress, you wouldn't have found and killed this giant. Exploration is kinda important for Souls genre. I would even argue that it is its core mechanic, core feature. Rewarding exploration in such clever and subtle ways is, in my opinion, brilliant. Iron Golem is almost perfect gatekeeper, if not for one, but in his case fatal, design flaw. He is a distant offspring of a proud proletarian knight, Tower Knight to be precise, and there is a chronic illness in his family, weak ankles. If you damage enough his ankles, he will stagger. If you continue to harass his feet, he will fall on his butt. This on its own wouldn't be that bad, but the gods, well, they forgot to put the railings in this arena, so if you position him correctly, you can make him fall off. This, in my opinion, is great design. But sadly, not many other bosses allow you to finish them off in more than one way. By that I mean, well, in most fights, you defeat the enemy by draining its HP bar. You attack it long enough until it runs out of health. There isn't anything bad about that. This is simply how it works in almost any other game. But Iron Golem does something different. There are two approaches when it comes to killing him. First, the traditional attack, dodge, repeat till he runs out of the juice. But you can also, given you have the right DPS or heavy enough weapon, focus on his ankle, throw him off the balance and let the gravity do its thing. It lets the players choose an opportunity to express themselves in one more way. And also, game doesn't tell you at any moment that you can do that. So when you figure it out on your own, it's a pleasant and very rewarding surprise. I can think of only 2, maybe 3 other bosses that share this design trope. We've already talked about Tower Knight, whom you would usually kill by tripping him over and attacking his head from the ground, but if you play ranged character, you can skip his ankles and go straight for the head. There will be other bosses in future episodes, but I won't get ahead of myself. You can write in the comments what other bosses follow this trope if you can think of any, and win some bonus points and internet cookie maybe. Now, let's talk about this boss moveset. It can swing his axe horizontally up to 3 times. For that, you wanna get under him. You'll be safe there, but don't let your guard down just yet. If you're too close, he can stomp his feet and he can also smash his fist or even grab you. Don't worry, grab attack at this height might seem scary, but he won't throw you that far. If you wanna heal, look out for his axe smash or the projectiles that his weapon sends. Overall, I would say that he is well prepared for the fight. He has moves for almost any occasion. Thankfully, he is pretty slow. Maybe the time has made his insides all rusty, he doesn't pose that much of a threat anymore, but again, this is my personal opinion. When you finally defeat him, he drops 40,000 souls, 1 humanity and core of an iron golem that can be turned into his axe or dragon bone fist gauntlet. When it comes to the tips, well, attack his ankles as fast as possible, try to knock him over. You can summon Black Iron Tarkus to this fight. The knight is well capable of defeating the boss on his own, so you can just sit and watch. You can also cheese this boss. This is super tedious and kinda random actually. You can glitch out of his grab attack if you attack him at the same time. This glitch will send you flying outside his arena. If you have some luck, you can be teleported right outside the fog wall. Then you just go to the balcony near the arena and spam arrows at his head. It takes many arrows, so I just recommend knocking him off the ledge. Thanks for watching, to the next time.